They dogs lick the tuna they catch. Fucking sickos. Okay.
They not sick, bruh.
That shit's
They not
sick.
sick.
Licking the dogs licking the fish. Oh, he got acne on top of his forehead. That line. You gotta put something on that. God damn. You gotta get out that sun too. That skin cancer. Oh boy.
Man, pay this man no mind here, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
my bad. I be talking shit about folks.
He talking shit.
Do I need to adjust me? Am I straight?
Nah, he's straight. You straight. You straight. You straight.
Oh look, I'm on there. Oh man. Today's question gonna blow you. Gonna make you think today.
It should make you think.
Oh, this one gonna make you think. Hi, who's that?
No, that doesn't say hi.
A motherfucking bot?
No, that is not a bot. That is just what we're talking about today, sir. I had to teach you how that works.
Oh, okay. Don't make it seem like I'm illiterate or something.
I never said you.
I ain't no fucking remedial. You know that's what they used to call the kids that couldn't get the shit done. Remedial.
Remedial.
Yeah, I ain't remedial.
No, you're not remedial. You're
Okay,
not remedial.
okay. I wait till he ready.
I'm ready. You can keep talking.
Well,
Shit.
how y'all doing out there in TV world?
TV world or TV land?
TV world is Marlon. I'm not trying to come gimmick and French.
You stupid. Talking about gimmick and fringe. Ain't nobody trying to gimmick and fringe.
What? No, why? I don't want Marlon to be like, oh, I know this nigga didn't take my shit. But no, he is funny though.
I mean, you're right.
Listen to people who is funny. But no, today's question is mind blowing.
How mind blowing is mind
And
blowing?
it comes out of it's not a racist question, but a question.
Okay, I'm listening.
That's the best part. This is the best part about
I'm listening because you always have a way of.
it ain't me. It ain't my question. Today's question comes out of Mississippi.
Oh shit.
Ain't Mississippi got that Jim Crow? That Mississippi?
That Mississippi.
That Mississippi. No, I ain't going there.
Why not?
Can't get caught in no Mississippi.
Why you can't get caught in Mississippi?
Dip and fry you there. You cannot.
I don't think they would do all that.
Jim Crow. Jim Crow. What that mean? What Jim Crow mean? What that mean?
It's just Jim Crow is actually the person who came up with all the laws and all
That
that
is Jim
kind of
Crow.
stuff.
That's a Crow. Mr. Crow out there. You can't go to Mr. Crow's land. That ain't right. No, Mr. So today's question comes out of Mississippi. Who's that?
Nick, what's good,
Nick! Nick, motherfucking Nick. In the goddamn chat. Listen, so today's question is kind of, and I had to make sure I didn't want to take it the wrong way.
Okay.
He says, reparations. Do you feel like you owe reparations
Do I feel like I'm owed, that we're owed reparations?
because of slavery? I was like, oh shit, you racist goddamn. But then I had to think. That actually is a good ass question. That actually is a good ass question. I answered the motherfucker too. I answered him.
And what did you come up with?
I told him no.
Really?
I told him no.
How so?
And I asked other people this too. They was like, what? What? They owe me this? They what? They did this to my... No. See, you're looking at it the wrong way, my brother. Looking at it the wrong way. I say no because how can you get something you never went through? How you owed something you never been through?
I mean, I agree with you to that part, but
I'm just saying.
I think
I didn't go through picking no cotton. You know. Now he
I'm
said,
about to
"What
say,
about my ancestors?"
I'm about to say something that's gonna make you a little mad. A little. It's a little bit fringy.
Go ahead.
So, when we were younger,
don't tell me you picked no fucking cotton.
I didn't pick the cotton, but I did.
Oh no!
But let me explain. Back in the days when we were younger, we would go down to South Georgia.
But you was in the country though. That don't count. You was in the country. It was either corn or cotton. So I could be cool with that. No, Rod.
Let me finish.
Cotton?
We go down to the country, and this is how we made our money to buy our school clothes. We got family down there in South Georgia anyway. They had pecan trees. They had watermelons, potatoes, tomatoes, corn.
You didn't pick the watermelon, did you?
Fuck no.
Because you know.
I know what you finna say.
Niggas and watermelon.
I know what you finna say. We not finna do that. But
No.
we would Well, you could pick peas. You could pick tomatoes.
No. That's not a problem. You picking that shit is not a problem. Matter of fact, no, it is.
Period.
I'm gonna stop that.
Period.
To pick anything.
But again, it taught me. That's why when it comes to money, and people talking about
picking cotton.
Hey, it's rough, bruh.
You picked cotton. You picked cotton.
I did it. Not
that
gonna
shit
lie.
Wild.
I picked potatoes.
They in they fucking grave right now, turning over like.
I picked potatoes. I picked tomatoes.
But was it like slavery?
Nah, you was out there.
Oh, that's not what I asked you. Was it?
Let me tell you.
Was it like slavery?
When you say like slavery.
Because you had a choice to walk the fuck out if you didn't want to do it.
Not when you got on that goddamn truck and they took you out there. You was out
well,
there.
Well, that's the difference. But I'm just saying, a regular person would go, man, I'm out of here. I'm not picking this shit. But here's the difference. What I told the guy.
So when you sit here saying you don't know nothing about picking cotton or that, I'm saying you don't. I get it, but
no, I have never been forced to pick cotton.
Well, you wanted them J's next year. You was gonna find, and the only way you can make your money to do what you got to do, get what you got to do.
But that's not being forced.
How's that not forced?
That's a choice. You want these J's? Man, you gotta go out there and pick that cotton. That's not a force. That's the conscious decision you make to be like, man, let me sow these souls for these damn J's because I need them. It's just a little bit of cotton. No, it's a lot of cotton you picking. But all jokes aside, no, I've never picked cotton. I was never forced. I've never been beaten to pick something. I've never been run through the ringer. I've never.
Now that part I agree. I agree with you.
I've never had hoses on me. I've never had them say release the dogs. I've never been beaten to an inch of my life. I've never whistled at a white woman, and they goddamn 4 or 5 niggas are coming to goddamn hang me up. I've never been through that. So I can't accept something morally. Because you hear people say, oh yeah, they owe me. What they owe you?
Now, see, a lot of people would say that they're owed because of...
They owe your family. They don't owe you.
Yeah, but if you're the only living person left in your family, that money comes to you. Yes, no, 40 acres and a mule come to you. Right or wrong? Am I right?
You should have received that money. I get what you said. You should have received that money. I mean, niggas ain't gonna turn down no money.
Oh, that part we know.
But morally, and this is why I say morally, because what you gonna spend it on? Now this is what I'm talking about. This is the issue. Now yes, they say Rod, me, if they want to do that and give me money for my family and what they went through.
Well, the 40 acres and the mule is supposed to be.
I'm putting that down for my boy. I'm leaving that down for future stuff for my children I ever have with my wife. I'm putting that down for my next generation because this is what that money is. That money is generational money that was owed to your family who wasn't here to receive.
So you saying if you take it, it's for you to basically build upon to pass on to the next. It's not for you
to be like, oh yeah, they gave me money. I'm about to go buy me a car.
So in other words, don't treat it like a stimulus check.
Don't treat it like that. No, you treat it as a man. Them people wronged your family. Cause mind you, we already complained We already complain about, oh, they don't do this. They don't give us this. I don't have no money for this. My kids this. No, you put that, if they was to give you that money, you put that money aside. And
because, right, I can look at it like this. We don't need it.
I don't. What you need it
right,
for?
We don't need it.
What? Being honest.
But 40 acres of land is a lot, though, too. 40 acres and a mule.
What you gonna do with that?
I mean, if you ain't got no...
At the age of 4...
Right now, me at the age of 40, going on 40,
what do you want to do?
I can't do nothing with it.
What are you going to do? You going to quit your job? And go say you going to raise a farm? You going to do that? You going to go out there, pluck them chickens and cows and them eggs? You going to help them roosters fuck them chickens? You going to shave them sheep? You're not doing that. Stop it. You're not doing that. You're not taking part of that. No. You take that money and you put it aside for the next generation to have something, so they never have to know what it's like to struggle. Because here's my thing. You struggling now, right?
Mm-hmm.
These people gonna give you money. You blow it. You have children. So now, not only did you struggle, you're gonna
now you're gonna make your kids struggle.
You're gonna pass the generational struggles to them now and own something. I'm all for making a kid earn something and learn something. But when they have a resource, because mind you, this is what these white kids have.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a resource like that, man, I could goddamn do anything. My kids will never, if I die today and the morals and shit I sent them, they can have something that they can have for children's time.
If they know how to use it. If they do what's right.
So this is what I'm saying. If they want to do that, yes. But to say they owe me reparations, no. They don't owe you nothing. They don't. No, because you didn't go through it. Right, your family wasn't out there. It wasn't you and them getting them hoses on.
No, you're right.
It wasn't.
I agree with you.
It wasn't you with them dogs. It wasn't you getting whipped, like you said. You went out there because you wanted them J's. So
hey, I need that money.
You gotta earn it.
But me doing that also taught me, money type things.
But that's the difference between, well, nigga, you gotta go pick that fucking cotton, or
get your skull busted.
Or hey, you want these J's? Go ahead and pick that cotton from the boy. Yeah, I need it done by the end of the day. That's a difference, because you're choosing to do that. Some people didn't have that choice.
Mm-hmm.
Why? How can you claim and want something that you've never got, that you never worked for, that you've never been through?
I mean, you make sense. You make a valid point. So I mean,
I had a few people tell me, "Oh no." So when you picked cotton, when you went out there, when did they tell your ass?
What you say? Got the dogs chased behind your water hoses.
I hate to do it. When did they take your mama and the big R? Who's your father? Who's your mother? No, you got to look at these from a respectful standpoint. Yeah, I get it. Anybody can take money, and yeah, that's fine. But did you earn it? Did you really go through that to get that?
Mm-mm.
Was that really you to say, you know what? That nigga got whipped good today. I'm going to go ahead and give him an acre and a mule. It don't work like that. So how can you request something you ain't never did? You get whipped? Boy, when they whipped you for that cotton, what cotton you picked?
I ain't look.
Who's your master? What master say?
My mom and dad at the time.
Shit, you fucking crazy. I was like, no. Everyone say, oh, that's an ignorant answer. How?
It's not ignorant. I don't see it's ignorant.
What did you go through?
I honestly see I get your logic behind it. So yeah, I mean,
don't give me something I didn't earn. Now, if you want to give me reparation for what you did to my family, well, that's a different story. But here's the.
But see, there's a difference between giving me reparations and
giving my family
reparations. Yeah.
Because my family went through that. My family got whipped. Not you. Boy, last time I checked, you got J's on your feet, rent, and all that.
Car, driving.
No. You reparations goes to your family. Now, this is why I say when you get the money for your reparations coming. Now, this is what I say. Man, when you get that reparation, man, you put that money aside, set that for your family. Because, again, You never know what bad day your family gonna go through. Man, make sure your next generation has something to live on, man. So that's what I see.
No, I'm in agreement with part of it. I can say that. Shit. But I guess because of the times that we live in and the way things are.
Stop
no, let
being
me finish.
Broke.
No, I ain't talking about me being broke.
I'm just saying, stop being broke.
One thing you never even say that.
What?
You never say,
Here's the difference between them and us. The difference between the people who had to pick cotton, they ain't had no choice. They didn't, and they weren't getting paid for it.
True that.
The difference with niggas today, if a nigga tell you go pick cotton, you probably gonna go pick that cotton because you got a choice. You got a choice to go pick that. They ain't had no choice, or we're getting paid. We need to stop this foolishness. I watched this. They talked about stuff in Emmett. Oh, this boy, no, stop. It don't work like that. It don't. Stop. You see, now that's somebody whose family needs reparation. You see the difference? I was like, that's someone who needs reparation because, mind you, I think their legacy died with them. I think the mama passed it.
Who?
The mother of Emmett, she passed.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more next of kin, second cousin, third cousin, fifth. I think it died with them. Now, if they was to find a family member in there, because I'm pretty sure you could find one.
Yeah, you could probably find a distant relative.
Like a third, 15 cousin, 13 removed, whatever you call that shit. Yeah, you can find one of them, and then you, hey, here's this money. We did your family wrong years ago. We want to make it right. Even though you can't make it right. It's impossible to make it right because money doesn't right that wrong.
No. And it kind of just be like, you know what?
But here's the next thing.
Can you live with that though as a human being?
But now here's the next thing with reparations. If I'm giving you a reparation for what I did to your family, you know that's them acknowledging that.
Yeah.
I kind of owned your family and made them do things and put them through hell. I kind of don't want that money because if you knew it was wrong now, that means you knew it was wrong then. That's kind of hard to accept that money. That's money off of pain. Yeah, it's going to be good because you have it, but that's off pain. Like, wait a minute. Oh, you gave me $1 million, but hold on. What you do to my mama again? My second grandma? What you do to her? It makes you think like, wow. She really went through all this pain, and she's not even here to see it. But I'm going to take the money for her. No, I don't want like that. I feel like that's blood money.
Yeah.
That's blood money. That's I did you wrong money. That's I'm ashamed. I did you dirty. Here, take this cool $1 million. Maybe this will solve.
But you know what though? A lot of people would take that cool $1 million in a heartbeat.
But that's a shame. That's
just because of the fact, money. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know a lot of people. I could probably name half of them that either watching the show or not.
It's a good thing though.
No, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's
you know that's blood money.
Yeah.
That's dirty money. And I mean by blood dirty money, I mean, well, they did your family wrong. And you really, yes, and say, they did your parents wrong, did your family wrong. You know I could sue you and get more money that you're probably gonna offer me because you just acknowledged the fact that you mistreated my family bloodline. I could take you for more money because technically I could prove that if you're offering me money.
Well, I don't think that part is admissible in a court of law. As much as I would like to think it is.
Is there a statute of limitations?
Yes, there's a statute of limitations. Yes, it is.
Not on murder.
Yes, it is.
Not on murder. That's what they got cold cases for. That shit ain't.
You gonna have a cold case from 1887?
Hell yeah! You see cold case files? That ain't fake. That ain't fake. That shit real.
I'm not saying it's fake.
Hey,
but ain't nobody.
Man.
But you have no DNA evidence. You don't have nothing. All you have is hearsay.
No, actually, it's not hearsay. If I came to you, take this money, we did your family wrong. That's me admitting.
No, that's just
I just admitted.
No,
I admitted to fucking over your family.
That's all it is. It doesn't mean you killed them. It doesn't mean that.
No,
that doesn't. The whole thing about reparations is not about the killing part. You can mistreat somebody, yes, but if you didn't kill them, that's a different story. Now, when you talk about, see, again, though, that's why they say reparations and not that, because they can't say they killed them. They can't say any of that. They can't do that.
Why they can't?
Because you can't.
But they did it.
They have, but at the end of the day, they can't say it.
So
it's still, even then, it's not, because you can. No, you don't, because all you have is somebody saying, "Hey, we giving you this money because we did your family wrong." You never hear them.
That's admitting.
No, you never hear them say they killed anybody in your family. The only thing they ever said was we did them wrong. So you can't do that.
That's admitting. For me, it's admitting.
It's not, because think about it. You have to look at it from this term. You can't sit here and say somebody comes to you, my family did your family wrong, right?
But
you
that's
can't.
admitting.
But you can't hold them liable for what somebody else did.
Why?
You can't hold that person right there who come to you and say, back in the day, because you can't. Because it wasn't them. It wasn't that particular person. Those people who you can hold liable for are dead.
No.
So you can't hold them. No, but you still can't hold them accountable.
So why give me the reparations?
Because that's the reparation. The reparations is what it is. It's not saying that they didn't do wrong, but you can't hold them liable. You can't sue them for that.
But it is an admission of guilt.
No, it's not. All it says is I did your family wrong. It didn't say I killed them. It didn't say none of those things.
Okay, let's get kill out the way. Let's just say,
even if you did somebody wrong,
I did something wrong that wasn't.
It doesn't matter.
Legal.
No, that doesn't mean that, because back then it was legal. It was legal back then. Am I right or wrong? Was it not? So you can't say it's illegal.
I just don't like the fact that you could come out the blue and be like, "Well, here I whipped your mama and your daddy, your grandpops. Here, take this $250,000. We even."
That's how it is.
That shit wild.
But again, though, you can't take them to court for it.
That shit wild.
You can't take them to court for it.
The first thing spoken in that courtroom, because you out here, and I wouldn't see it that way, only if it wasn't because, like I said, we're dealing with blood money. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with blood money here.
No, I get what you're saying.
We're dealing with guilty money.
But again, at the end of the day,
because if that was the case,
so
don't come back and give me nothing.
They don't have to. That's why they haven't done it.
But that's my thing. See, but that I believe that's why. Because
no, but again, though, you can't. You cannot try them or take them to court. You can't do that.
But to come now and be like, here.
Well, that's from the U.S. government, so it's a different thing. So you're gonna it doesn't come.
But people have done it.
They never got it either.
But no, some people have got some money out of pursuing the justice system. But here's the difference. So now, if the justice system comes and said they did me dirty, that's why I'm gonna tell you why they haven't done it now. Because to do it now is to admit fault.
They've already admit fault, though. They've been admitted fault for slavery.
No. Not all of them.
Yes, they have.
Not all of them.
Yes.
To admit that is to admit. So where's the money?
They're not going to give it, though. That's the problem. For what?
Why?
Because they don't feel like people deserve the money. Because the people who the money is for are gone. That's it. That's why you don't see it. So basically what they're trying to say is, my great-great-granddaddy, who was a slave,
got yammed.
Got did in, and they don't have to pay us because it's not directly tied to us.
Like I said,
that's the problem. So you can't, and it goes back to the same thing. You can't get the great great grandson of someone who was involved in it because they had nothing physically to do with it.
That's the sucky part. And the only reason why I say that is because I've seen somebody do it. No, reading. They never said what was the outcome or what happened. But that's what made me research my answer. To see someone sue somebody's family for that. Like you said,
it probably got thrown out of court because if
like
you
I said, they never showed.
Yeah, because if you really let's think about it from a legal aspect.
Yeah.
I
didn't do you like that.
Since we have all this other legal stuff going on with TikTok and everything, we'll go into that from this. Mm-hmm. How can I sue you for something
you didn't do?
You didn't do. Now your family did something to my family hundreds of years ago. I can't fault you because you didn't. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. So I can't technically sue you. It's a fish hunt to try to get some money. Let's be clear.
Yeah,
because that's what it was.
Because like I said,
but
when
you can't.
I came across it, it was.
When you sit there and think about it, like why? That makes no sense. But again, it's the way it's the way the law is interpreted. I can't sue you for something your great granddaddy did 100 years ago.
I found out you own a ranch and now
yeah.
I want it. Right?
No, you can't do that.
Now, like I said, I'll probably look it up some more because, like I said, I tried looking for it. It never told you the outcome of what happened. I would think it ain't good. Mm-hmm. I would think it ain't good because, like I said, it's hard to sue somebody for that. But I can understand the premise.
I understand the principle. I understand the principle. This is a money grab.
But
let's be clear what it is.
Who are you suing for?
You're suing for yourself. You're not suing for them because I'm getting justice for them because now that they're gone. No, let's keep it a buck. You trying to get you just trying to get paid.
Who are you
He just trying. The person's just trying to get paid because they found out some stuff. They realized the person might be a rich cattle rancher somewhere. He had slaves. Your family had family. Yeah, and so you know what? No. You owe us this because of the slave. No, it does not go that way.
So it was a fucked up thing, I'll maybe it might come up looking, but that was a wild thing to come across. Wild thing.
So, speaking on legislation and laws, as we know, we are 6 days away from TikTok being banned next Sunday. So here,
what the orange man got to say.
The problem is with what you're saying is that even if he wanted to do something, he would have to wait till the day he's inaugurated.
Now that's.
And and a lot of people actually looked at it. They purposely did that on purpose.
Yeah, because he would have stopped it. He would have stopped it. We got to look at
everything that's going on and how this plays out.
Look at this man, and I'm going to lead into this. I get it. Trump has done this, and left a bad taste in your mouth. I understand that. I'm not shitting on you guys for feeling the way you do because Trump has done some bullshit. But here's what I'm saying. Let's wait till the man steps in. He could have had a change of heart.
He did come out and say that I like TikTok. TikTok helped me win the presidency.
That's not the only reason why. Man, I get money off the TikTok.
Right. So let's be clear. Even on top of that, it's like he says these things that he's going to see what he can do to fix it. He said he sent he sent the letter to the justices saying, "Hey, can we at least get a pause till I get in office? I can look at it. Maybe I can work out a deal with China or whatever." Because he likes China. Let's be clear.
Man, China love Trump. China love that nigga, man.
So
stop it. We need to act like he's. Listen. We don't know.
I'm with you with the whole. Let's give him a chance to see what do. But again,
fix it at least.
But again, I also feel like
6 days.
The government, and this is not even a government themed show, but we the people already knew that it's just not TikTok that gets our data. I'm finna list 2 other companies.
Everything.
Hold on, no, I'm finna list 2 other companies that gets more data than TikTok. Temu and Shein. Both of those are Chinese-based companies.
I bet you didn't know they had a thing on Shein, Rico.
Yeah, they did, and that shit dropped. They dropped it.
Why? Come on, man. It's just they got that work. They got the product. Stop it. What, are you gonna stop Shein? I didn't see nobody stop Shein.
But there are also other companies, AliExpress and all these other companies that do the same thing that Shein do. And the problem with that is that sucks so much is that we Americans already know that TikTok is a Chinese-based company.
So what?
You afraid that somebody is going to take our cat videos that we post and all the other stuff that we post and say, oh, now we can manipulate them to think like we think. What you manipulating a cat video or a dance video gonna do? Now, when it comes to politics, can they feed certain things? Maybe, maybe not. But we argue with ourselves enough as it is. We don't need them to tell us anything about our own government.
You think China gives a fuck about what goes on in the U.S.?
Somewhat. Not as the way...
My bad. Pertaining to TikTok? Do you think they give a fuck?
No, I don't. I think they don't care. I really don't.
China's getting money for us doing this. The problem is you just can't grasp the money from them. You want to partner up with them, and they don't want to do that. Sadly, they don't have to. Y'all don't partner up with them with other shit. We get everything else from them. We get a lot of stuff from China.
Yeah, as they do us too. We get a lot of
stuff from China. So the one thing that you can't
control. Here's what they said, because I watched the hearings on Friday and I listened to a little bit of other stuff they talked about today. They literally basically said China is making it seem like we're not talking to real Americans by their algorithm. And all it is just it's scare tactics. And I'm sorry.
Who owns YouTube?
Google owns YouTube.
America.
Right.
Who owns Shein?
Chinese people. Well, the Chinese own Shein. They own Temu.
But they allow them to barter to come and do that, right? So, who owns McDonald's?
It's an American company, yeah.
Why is there not a McDonald's in China?
There is.
You know what here's the difference between their McDonald's and our McDonald's. Real meat, and they don't sell the same stuff.
Well, that's clear in any McDonald's in another country outside, because even the ones in Canada sell different stuff than what we do here.
You know, in China and Japan, they don't use the red dye because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
America's the only one do that.
They have healthier standards. Let's be clear, because you know a Chinese person and a Japanese.
What's the difference between a McDonald's here and a McDonald's over there?
Difference because of their hair standards.
So
again, like you say, it's a matter of control.
So
see, the other part about it is
that they can't control McDonald's over there. Of course
the other problem is that China is considered a communist nation like China, which don't mean a lot to me or you.
Are they gonna go? Is America going to go over there and stop it? No, because if they wanted to, they would have did it
long ago,
years ago. But what did they choose? Not to. Why? Because, man, we got so much stuff coming in. We got us a system.
You got stuff going out. You got stuff coming in.
We're not trying to fuck up the money. The money too good to fuck up right now. So don't fucking tell me that we got a problem with controlling. Man, you don't got to control. That's our problem.
We want control of everything.
You just got to have it. Why? China's giving you everything but one thing.
So I made some moves because I gotta go later tonight. I gotta go save the rest of my content off of TikTok.
I said, fuck it.
I've actually found two other platforms.
What's the platform? Well, you tell me.
One of them is called Fanbase. It's black owned. Isaac Hayes, the third, his son, owns
Isaac
this.
Hayes still alive?
His son is.
Is he still alive?
Who, Isaac Hayes? No.
He died.
Been gone for a minute.
Really?
Yeah. But his son started an app called Fanbase. Checked it out. I've been looking at it. And so far, it's pretty decent from what I've seen. But, again...
Oh, here comes the bottom.
No, you can actually invest in it, too. When I mean invest, I mean you can invest and make money off of it by investing into it. So that's a good thing because some of these platforms don't even give you that option. You can still get monetized through content as well as also. And
so how does that work? I put $10 in the stock.
The minimum to invest is $3.99. $300. $400. Really, roughly.
$400.
They already reached the $5 million investment goal already. So people are and
you done it?
If I had the money I would. If I had $400 to give to put into that, because I know the investment turnaround that I'm gonna get off of that is something. You see what I'm saying?
I'm looking to
That and which is not bad when you think about it. But you can get monetized from day one. You ain't got to hit.
What?
Yeah, I'll explain it to you. And from what I've seen and
Oh,
what I read.
I'm not saying fuck the fans, but we can't give you everything.
But you can get monetized from the jump. And they explain how their monetization works and everything. You just have to go to the site and stuff.
I get the money.
Huh?
Quicker?
In a sense, they say. I gotta figure it out. But the way it sounds and the way they're talking is like you can get monetized on day one. Which means, you know how with TikTok you had to have 1,000 followers, 100,000 views and all of that? You gotta have that. So I got to figure out how that worked, but
okay. Oh no, we gonna
that and there's another app called Clapper, which is literally.
Let's go to something else. We giving out too much.
No, because people need to understand that they can take.
People need to go find the same way
It's all over TikTok though, because people are posting these things like where you want to go after TikTok. They listed all these different apps that do. But here's the kicker with the whole TikTok thing that's funny. So there's an app on.
Is it a given that it's over with?
No, they haven't. They haven't. Unless the Supreme Court say something between now and.
So we don't even know if
they may put it.
The 19th is the last.
Well,
day.
they said on the night. Well, technically the 19th is the last day if the judges don't say. If the judges say no, they're gonna let it be banned. The 19th is the last day, but it's not gonna go like you're not gonna be able to go on there and look at anything. That part is still gonna be there for a while. Based on what I was told. You're not going to delete it, but what's going to happen is that there'll be like no more updates or you can't download it from the Google Play Store. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, so if you don't have it now, that's it.
Yeah, stuff like that. But then,
you can't add no videos.
But then, no, you'll still be able to. I don't know if you'll be able to add content to it or not. But yeah, that's the other part. They already stopped the monetization part because they didn't know what was going to happen. They've been stopped that part. But with that being said, there's another app on the App Store called Red Note. Right? No. Lady, you so fucking special. It's called Red Note, right? And guess what Red Note is? Red Note is the actual Chinese version of TikTok. That's what it's called.
Man, I'm not doing that.
These
niggas wild.
No, it's funny though because I say that because over half of TikTok's population has already migrated to Red Note in defiance of what the American government is doing.
Man, y'all need to stop it before y'all go to jail. Please.
No, you can't. How you gonna go to jail?
You'll find. Please, I'm telling you guys. I understand. You're looking at I drop TikToks all the time. Listen, man, stop fucking with them folk. I don't want to fuck with them government now. They'll fuck around. They'll let you go there, get monetized, and stop your goddamn taxes.
So what people been doing? They've only been going to Red Note in defiance, right? They're doing it because they're saying, hey, so you saying the Chinese can't have our data? Well, guess what? We're going to go directly to the Chinese version of TikTok and let them get our data anyway. You get what I'm saying though?
These niggas wild.
Oh no, but nah, you see what I'm saying though, right?
Wild.
You see what I'm saying though? It's wild. It's wild when you think about it. Yes or no?
I'm begging you, please don't do it.
I saw that.
I'm begging y'all. I've never begged.
I saw that and I was like, yo, these folks are tripping right now.
Because again, I get it. You're upset. Fuck them. U.S. I can't.
It's so many people out there now.
But you can't do that.
You remember how we got all the views for TikTok, right? They're starting to do it for YouTube because everybody's migrating to YouTube now.
Hey.
So
I've been telling y'all from the jump.
But it's harder on YouTube than it is.
But you can get it. If you got it done the first time, you can do it again. Stop it.
Some people can. Everybody can't.
You got to come up with something. Don't do it. Stay the fuck off Red Note. Please. Them people...
they got people teaching people Chinese so you can read it now on TikTok to understand what Red Note is.
I get it. TikTok is the shit. You motherfuckers love it. I love it. I'm on it. But the U.S. government done told y'all niggas,
Y'all, they told us China is stealing y'all data. You know what the U.S. people said? Fuck it, we'll just give it to them. How about that?
Now here's the thing. Now they couldn't steal your shit off of goddamn TikTok like they wanted to, because it's a.
But you got to look at what. Here's the thing.
But on Red Note, that's in Japanese.
But listen to what I'm saying.
That's
it's
in
like
Chinese?
Yes.
You're finished, nigga. You don't know that fine print. You just pressing OK. Man, we got access to your bank accounts, your everything, only because you want to prove a point. Listen, stop it.
But do you understand though?
I understand.
People. This is the first time I actually seen like a true mass exodus for shit. They was already talking about delete Facebook, Meta, and all of that because Mark Zuckerberg is kind of pissed because I found out this week that the CEO of TikTok used to work for Facebook, and he left.
Where the fuck is Tom at? Where Tom at?
MySpace Tom.
No, Tom was Facebook.
No, Tom was no.
Tom was Facebook.
Tom was Facebook. It was two of them. It wasn't. It was a MySpace Tom or something like that.
No,
too?
just Tom. And I've never seen that motherfucker again. You got a face smiling in the background next to a computer and shit. You ain't never seen that nigga again. Where the fuck is Tom at, man? Tom can fix all this. Now, people on Facebook.
But people are saying they want to delete Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Reels, all that in protest.
Well, Threads is nothing but porn. So you can go ahead and delete that. That is nothing but porn. So you can go ahead and delete that.
But you kind of see where I'm coming from, though, right?
You got to call
it's wild.
Listen, you want to delete your Instagram. You want to delete Facebook, X. No, stop that, man. Be for real. Come on, stop it. Just be for real. Y'all niggas deleting that shit won't get no money from that shit. You ain't made a dime from goddamn TikTok, but you mad that he gone. That's, to me, that is.
Well, now, see, here's the thing. I don't think it's about, for some, it's about the money. Let's be clear.
I understand that.
For some, it's really about the money. For others,
man, you ain't
for me, it's not about the money. Let's be clear. For me, it's more about, I can see if I'm sitting here having conversations about the Chinese government overthrowing the U.S. or something like that or whatever, right?
Then you're a terrorist and you going to jail.
Fine. You see, but right. You see what I'm saying, right? Because everybody can monitor TikTok. Let's be clear.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
So that's not even an issue.
If you say the big R, you out of there.
Yeah, they kick you off alive in a heartbeat for saying a handful of certain words. So I can see that. But when if you go through my feed on TikTok, you know what you see? You see people arguing about anime.
Love it.
You see people talking about basketball, football. You know what I mean? You see people just talking about not necessarily their day, but you know what happened today.
But you know that's the real problem, though.
What, the communication?
No, you have people on there who talk about that stuff.
No, but I'm saying, here's the thing.
No, we talk about, oh man, U.S. government this and
what? But here's the thing. But here's the thing, though. The news do it too.
That's different.
How?
America own the news.
No, they don't. What if I told you right now, 3 of the largest newspapers, political newspapers.
We're not talking about newspapers.
No, we're talking about the same thing. They have media outlets too.
Hey.
But listen to what I'm saying. They're still considered media.
Who owns Fox?
Right wing, left wing, don't matter.
But that ain't overseas.
No, it's not about being overseas. Listen to what I'm saying though. But they get their news and their stuff from the same people that everybody else get it from. There are 3 major branches because they actually have websites you can go to and look at them. So it's not just about them being newspapers. They have legit websites. These are legit companies. Hey. Germany owns one.
Who wait?
Germany is not
who Germany fuck with?
No.
They don't fuck with the United States?
No. Germany is Germany. They're not.
Man, they love the United States.
No, we have a military base in Germany. We have military bases everywhere. But again, that's because of the world wars that we won. Germany did not have to have a U.S. military base. The point that I'm making is that these companies, Politico, Axis, all of these companies are internet-based companies that bring news to the U.S. They are read in the U.S. I can show you this and prove it to you. But again, Huh?
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
That America has a hand on everything.
No, they don't. You can't tell them what to report.
Shit.
You can't.
Shit.
If you go look at some of their articles, I can promise you that they don't listen to what they have. They form their own opinions.
Shit. You seen CNN?
CNN is owned by the Americans.
Exactly. I don't. As long as I got something for me that American owned.
But here's the problem with
I don't.
Here's the
really
problem with
care
that.
about what goes on.
But
over
it's
there.
no. They report on U.S. News.
And eventually, that's going to stop.
No, it's not.
That's going to stop. Now.
So basically, you want world order by
on me, I don't want nothing.
No, that's what you're saying though by saying that. By saying that, that's
what's happen. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
So what happens
this is just an open door. That now that I can't get my hands on TikTok, okay, cool, I'll take it from you. I'll make it easy for you. You either gonna let me have some of that money or.
And I think it's more about money than anything else. Because
that's what it's all about. But
here's the problem. You can't say that though. Neither about money because you know how much money TikTok brought the United States.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it do. Because all the money is generated in the United States into the economy.
It does not matter.
Oh, it does matter.
It does. Let me tell you why it don't matter. Because our name is not on it. That's why it doesn't. That's why you can make me all the money in the world, Rod. What a pimp do? What does a pimp do? A pimp sends his hoes out. They go get that money. Do the hoes keep the money? No. The hoes bring the money in, give it back to the pimp. The pimp might give you a little bit something for your troubles for working, and that's it. New York. I'm thinking about home. America is the biggest pimps in the world. And I don't understand why you or nobody's seeing this. It's not.
No, I say the money part of it.
It's not that. Oh no, they don't bring so much money to the U.S. that no, that's not the problem. In their mind, the U.S. is saying you didn't bring me shit because my name ain't on it. Because what does a pimp do? Control all the money. And I might give you here. Take this for your troubles. You get that. So if a pimp makes $500 and I only give you $100, who really won here? And you did the work. No, but see,
here's the thing. It's actually the other way around.
Who did the work?
The U.S. people did the work.
No. The hoes did the work. So yes, China did the work.
No. China didn't do the work.
This is what I'm saying. China made the app. Yes or no?
Right. They don't get the money from the app. That's the problem.
But that's
because the app. The app is free to download, so they don't make no money off the app. You know what they make the money off of? You see that little thing that says in-app purchases?
Yeah, that's the problem.
They don't get that. But that part is minuscule.
But though it's not to the U.S.
Yes, it is.
Not to U.S. don't want that.
When you bring in $32 billion,
I want the rest of it.
That's what the U.S. made.
No, I want the rest.
TikTok didn't make that.
No, TikTok whatever TikTok getting. They want that too, and they want to control where they want to control that piece and say, you know what? Here, you can take a little piece of. How you gonna take a piece of something that? No, we're not. We wasn't asking.
But actually, let me be clear. TikTok is actually not a. How can I put it? TikTok is actually not a Chinese company. It's a. How can I put this? It's a Singaporean company, based in China.
They don't like it, Ron.
I know they don't, and I get that. Like I get it, but again,
the fact that I can't put my hands on that bit, you don't want to give it to me. Why? Give it to me.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. We're wrong. We're absolutely wrong. TikTok is a U.S. based company. The company that owns TikTok is in China,
and they want their piece.
No, they have the piece.
No,
they want China's piece.
Yes,
that's the problem.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's what the U.S. wants.
China has the algorithm.
They want that shit too.
They can't have it though.
They gotta have it.
No, they're not.
No.
Why do you think they said come the 19th that whether if the Supreme Court rules against them saying the ban goes through, they are willing to shut down everything?
Yeah, because they don't give a damn. Because yes, you made me $32 billion. Where's the rest of it?
You want to act like they some gangsters and stuff.
They are.
They're not.
We're not going to pretend like the United States is not the biggest.
It's business.
Gangster.
It's a business.
It's worse than gangsters. You're looking at the mob. They always tell me I'm crazy. Who introduced guns to the ghetto?
Well, we know how that is. I watched they clone Tyrone. I know how that works.
Did a nigga really? You think a nigga really went out there and had guns? Where you get the guns from, Ron? Where you get the Glocks? Where you get the AKs? These niggas, where they get the Mac 11s, the Mac? Where they get that from? Okay, who put the dope in the streets, Ron?
We know who did that already. We already know that. That's the point that I'm making. We understand that.
You ever notice they lock the niggas up for that? But not all of them, the one that's making the big money, and they get their cut?
Yeah. Like they locked up. Vic wasn't even fighting the dogs. They locked him up because it was in his house.
What happened to the dogs? What happened to the money?
Of course. Now, personally, and I say this all the time, I'm a big supporter of Vic no matter what they say or what they do. But if it had been me,
you going to jail.
Hold on. I'm not built for jail, right?
But
at the end of the day, I'm not telling on Vic because guess what
shit, they did it.
That's the point. They did tell. They said it was him. And for me personally, nigga, my name is Michael Vick. Do you see what I do out here in this goddamn stadium? Do you see the people that I attract? Do you see the millions and millions of people and how I get paid? And all you had to do was say, I don't know nothing about it. I did it.
Who, Michael Vick?
No.
The Cousins?
Yeah. You don't think the time you would have did in there 2-3 years that while Vic's still out here playing.
2-3 years? No,
While Vic's
more than 2-3 years for a dog.
Vic's still out there playing. Your family taken care of. When you get out, you gonna be taken care of. You see what I'm saying? But instead, you done cost this man possibly his Hall of Fame status. You see what I'm saying? Which is more money. He did retire from the NFL, so he does have money. He's going to be taken care of.
Did he go to the Eagles?
Yeah, he went to the Eagles. He played. He still played after he came back, so that's not even a problem.
No, that was a problem.
Well, he lost money while everything happened.
Let's be clear. I got kicked out of my own town.
Oh, no, he didn't. He just got kicked out of the team. He'd never get kicked out of Atlanta.
No, that's what I'm saying. I got kicked out of my own team. Come on.
So.
But no, we just got to be realistic. I think the United States is the biggest
crock of shit in the world. Yeah,
whoa, calm down.
And I said it, and I said it again.
With it.
Because
they're going to label you a terrorist and
you're
going to jail.
They can label me whatever they want to label. I know the truth. Because at the end of the day, you're so worried about a foreign company.
Yes.
That has the ability that you have the same ability too.
Yes.
Because let's be clear.
You're not going to make money off my accord.
No.
I want yours too.
No. You mad. I'm not even going to say you mad. I'm going to be honest with you. And this is how I look at it.
It's mad.
No, I'm upset because.
No, I'm talking about it's mad.
Yeah, because you got the U.S. over here with Facebook, Meta, all of these other apps.
They want it. They need it.
Hold on, no. That steal your data and sell it now. But you're not saying anything about them. Why? Because you're using them to spy on U.S. people.
Hey.
That's okay though. So again, but you see my point though.
Fuck it, I'm with the United States. Go for it all.
So when they tell you you can't say X, Y, and Z anymore, you're just gonna shut up and roll over.
It sure is. Because they have the right to put you in prison and jail. I can't do it. I can't do solid colors. I can't.
So you would rather give up your free speech?
They're gonna do it anyway.
No, I'm just asking you a serious question.
They're gonna do it anyway.
A serious question. This is
they're gonna do it anyway.
You would give up your freedom of speech?
Yeah, because they're gonna do it anyway.
Not me.
They're gonna do it anyway.
I can't do that.
The U.S. has made it their public mission to tell you, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. If you go against us, you're going to jail. You don't want to go to jail. Go ahead, give me that. People need to come to the realization, yes, freedom of speech means everything. But to the U.S., they do not give a fuck about none of that shit you talking about. Why? Because the moment you say anything out of... What you say about the U.S.? Come here, my boy. This is what I'm going to do for you. Retract that statement or you're going to jail.
I'm not.
It's just, and you just gonna have to sit in a cell because they're not playing. There's a reason why.
You got to think about how many people were persecuted for speaking their mind in the biblical days. People died because
whatever happened. Can you tell me their names? Whatever happened to them?
They're dead.
Exactly.
But again, they
exactly.
stood and they stood their ground against
that
oppression.
That shit don't work.
For you, maybe.
That shit not real. Let me tell you what I told my friend today. Are you a boxing guy? So, Crawford and my boy Carnelo are boxing. My boy said it's going to be an interesting fight. I said, why? What will make you think that? We're both boxing people. I told him I go off stats. I go off what they do on their last match because I watched the matches. I watched my boy Crawford, hell of a fighter, love him, struggle when he went up in weight. So now you're going to go up in weight and face Carnelo. We just watched you struggle go up weight. We watched you. And now you're going to go in and face this guy who's, I got to say it, the man.
Right now, yeah.
The man. Carnelo is the man.
Carnelo is the dude, yeah. We'll call it what it is.
He's going to wash you. You had a problem with the no-name guy. Now you're facing the real guy with you facing name brand. You're facing name brand now. And you think you're going to go in there? And I told my friend, I understand that you like fairy tales. And same thing with it. I understand.
No, that's not a fairy tale.
I understand that we love fairy tales.
This is not a fairy tale.
And we want the little guy to win.
No, it's not even about making the little guy win. It's just factual data.
Okay. Do you remember the movie Remember the Titans?
Mm-hmm.
Did they lose at the end?
No.
Yes, they lost. They lost. They lost the game at the end. They missed the thing. They lost. I
thought they won that game.
No, that was the realest movie I've ever seen.
I thought they won that game.
No, they lost. Was that what great? Either Great Iron Gang or Remember the Titans?
It was Great Iron Gang because Denzel won that game because they.
No.
Yes, they did.
They lost in that shit.
No, I thought they won that game.
They lost that. That was over with.
I thought they won that
It's
game.
either that or Great Iron Gang.
If it's Great Iron Gang, then that's a different movie.
But that was based off a true story too as well. Both are. I'm telling you, fairy tales do not come true. Stop it. That what happened in that movie was exactly what was supposed to happen. Loss. You're supposed to lose. The real Patrick Mahomes has how many Super Bowls back to back?
Tree.
So my boy told me, you don't believe that Buffalo Bills can do it? No. I do not. Because in a true story, it does not go that way. You lose. Game over. You know what happens when you can't beat a Hachi at the end of Tekken 6? When you find out you gotta fight Jinpachi after that?
Yeah.
You lose.
You automatically lose.
You lose. This is a fairy tale people are selling y'all. I'm not saying, hey, forget your human rights. I'm not saying don't speak out. I'm telling you that's fine. You do that. But when the U.S. come knocking at your door and tell you, hey, I'm going to go ahead and need you to take that down, you're not going to tell them no. Because we're not going to pretend like they're not going to make your life a living hell.
No, the Titans did win that game.
So it got to be Gridiron.
It's Gridiron game. I knew I wasn't crazy.
But that's based off a true story too.
Yeah,
they lost.
That was the team because that's
they
what
lost
the Rock.
At the end. They lost. They never made it close. They lost. Dumb niggas didn't make it. I don't want to do all that, man.
Again, though, it all depends on you as a person because me personally, I can't sit here and say I would give up my freedom.
I'm not saying don't give up your freedom. I'm saying when.
But you're just saying cave into what they want, though.
No, when they come not. If you say something about the U.S. government, and they come tell you.
If that's the case, 80 million people on TikTok have said stuff about the U.S. government during the 2.5 years for the election.
Hey, and TikTok is gone now, ain't?
And what's stopping the next place from doing?
They're gonna do that shit again. I'm not.
So let's get this.
I'm not saying don't speak your mind. You want to speak your mind, cool. But when the U.S. government come tell you, hey, look, I need you to take that down or retract your statement. We're gonna label you a terrorist, and we're gonna take that shit from you anyway, and you're gonna go to jail.
And then when you go to court, you can easily prove that all you said.
Still going to jail.
But I would rather stand on business like a lot of people.
I'm not willing to give up my life that I've had all my life because the place I live at, you don't like it, and I hate this. You don't like it, I hate to say it. Go to another country that allows you to do that. But that's gonna be hard because the U.S. is the only place that allows you to do that dumb shit. But
it's not dumb. It's the truth. You have every right to say what you want to say.
And you do. But then you see what happens when they don't want you to do that.
That's on them.
It gets wild. It gets buck wild in the field when they tell you, what'd you say about me? Really? Come on, my boy. I need you to take that down. You don't want to take that down? Cool.
But that's why laws exist the way they do.
Have you ever wondered?
They can't have the power to do certain things. If we sit here and give them that,
you gonna stop them?
You can.
How?
That's what the Supreme Court's for.
Man, they with them.
No, they're not.
They with them. TikTok is gone.
No, regardless if it's going or not, it's not about that right at this point. What I'm making, but a point that I'm making is that freedom of speech is every right. You have that right.
Yes, you do.
But the government can't take that away from you. As an American citizen, they can't. No, they can't.
They've done it to many people.
No, they silence them. They make them disappear.
Malcolm,
but
gone.
That's the difference, though.
Malcolm X, gone. Martin Luther King,
by his own people.
Gone.
Let's be clear.
Because we were paid. They were paid.
But again, by his own people.
Gone.
Martin Luther King was what?
Because they gone.
Why?
Gone. Because he want to talk.
Okay, so again, the government didn't do it.
Stop it.
No, I'm just saying. In reality, it's always something else.
It's easy to, Rod, if I kill you right now, it's easy for them to say, I did it. Oh, another black on black crime. They did it. Oh, yeah, he did it. I'm telling you, don't silence me because I ain't trying to go to nobody's jail. I'm telling you, U.S. government had everything to do with that. Funny, my own people kill me. Like that. Easy. I got a group of, you saw the movie. You read the book. I was able to get, what was it, three of my own people to strike me down at my own rally, talk about my own people that I'm helping. That shit is too easy.
No, I'm just using it for my point. The overarching point that I'm making though is that at the end of the day, you can choose to be silenced, or you can do what you want, or you can speak your piece. There are people out here who don't care about jail. The only thing they care about is their rights as a human being.
You shouldn't be labeled as a terrorist either.
But
that's what. And I can tell you that from my mother-in-law. Well, she was labeled.
But do you get what I'm saying?
And that's crazy.
It's not about. But again, though, that's because if you don't know your rights and you can prove everything that you say, if you're just sitting here spewing lies. This is what I'm saying. If you can sit here and prove everything you saying,
it's not going to matter.
Yes, it will.
So who's won?
You win.
No.
Because now...
Tell me someone who's done it.
There's been plenty of people who's done it.
Who's done it and got away with it.
Go look it up. I can't tell you case by case study, but go look up and see how many people who have won their First Amendment right to speech.
And what happens after that?
Nothing.
Cap.
No.
Cap.
Them folks are still alive.
Frank Lucas.
He didn't have no evidence. What did he say?
They flipped
what did he say?
Left and right. He said, I had to tell. I had to. It was either that or we know the end. I had to tell. The other one, Ricky Ross.
Why are you sitting here labeling gangsters? We're not talking about drug dealers and stuff like that. No, we're not talking. We're talking about everyday.
Malcolm X.
He didn't sue the government. They killed him. Martin Luther King.
Why did they kill
Somebody killed him because he was telling the truth.
And went
so because
the government.
So,
that's what
but
happens.
he was telling the truth. You're still missing it.
Hey, it's cool. You want to tell the truth? I'm all for it. But we are not going to pretend when you tell the truth, repercussions don't come with that truth.
No, we don't. Not all the time.
Does.
Not all the time.
They're dead.
That's them. I'm saying there are people that are alive from telling the truth, from defending their first.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Cool. You know Jaguar, right?
Mm-hmm.
You believe him?
In the Mary J. Blige stuff?
Do you believe it?
No,
said?
I don't believe it. I'm not saying I believe everything he said.
Why you don't believe
because
what she said
until you show me proof of this, it's different. But if I can show you proof that the American government has done X, Y, and Z, am I lying? Am I lying? Yes or no? How?
Yes.
How am I lying?
Yes, who's her? Yes, you.
No.
You know she went.
Show me proof.
She went on that dude's show, right?
Show me proof.
She went on that guy's show,
that
right?
Mary J. Blige is a closet lesbian.
Watch this.
That's what I want to know. Because I know you because you posted it. That's why that came from.
She went on that show, right? And that white guy let her.
She went on Fox or CNN.
Was it Fox? One of them.
No, I don't believe. So, if you say Fox, then I don't.
No, it wasn't a news thing. It was somebody known. He's real known for his interviews because
I know you ain't talking about DJ Vlad. I know you ain't talking about him.
No, we talking about white folk. We not talking about niggas. We on white folk time. We ain't on niggas. She went on that white man show. And they made that man retract all that because she went on there and said all them lies on Jay-Z and all them people. And now you ain't heard from her since.
No, she just came back with the stuff she did this time.
And everyone kept saying, "Oh no, they don't do no defamation of character." You know how many defamations of character she's had?
You talking about the French dude, Piers Morgan? That's
who
it is. That's who it is.
It was a white man.
Apologize. Yeah, I'm telling you, I know who I'm talking about.
What did he do? He went on there
and apologized.
And why did he do that?
Because they found out everything she said was a lie.
And guess what?
But I'm talking the opposite.
Now watch this. Who's to say it's not a lie?
Because if proof comes out.
No, I'm just saying. Who's to say? Now watch this. I hate to do it. Because I believe some of the shit you say, and I don't believe some of the shit you say.
The problem here's the bigger thing.
Some of the shit she said.
Can you prove it?
Some of the shit
That's
she
the thing.
said.
Can you prove it?
It's happening though.
Can you prove it in the court of law? Beyond the shadow of
the JC shit, yeah. Because remember the girl came out, but then the girl came out and said, "No, that's not what happened. No, why? You just got capital R, right?
That's what they say.
But
is it proven?
She was all for it.
Is it proven though? But see, here's the thing:
yes.
People can be coerced to say anything. Let's be clear. So you can coerce anybody.
Coerce you, is it a lie or the truth?
It's a lie.
But what was it before?
That's
I came
a lie.
To you?
That's a lie. Coercion is a lie from Jump Street. That means someone told you to say this because of X, Y, and Z.
I believe her to a certain extent. Because, mind you, if you go back and look at some of the stuff, you got to do your homework, of course, to tell everybody. And you look back some of the stuff, you go back, I did the case about when she got capital R. And the guy who did it, the music group who did it. The evidence that she put out about the people who did it, what she said was the truth, because you never did hear about what happened, and the label did drop. Because once you go back and start going back through, and man, who the hell did they drop? Who was she talking to? You could have just said the name right then and there, unless they got what you call it, NDAs, where you don't give it out.
Well, yeah, that's always.
But so now,
so my problem with your theory, right?
I'm not saying everything she's saying.
Here's the thing,
100%.
The difference is,
but there's something.
If I can prove to you,
I believe she can.
No, but I'm saying though, if I can prove to you, even against the U.S. government, because think about it, the U.S. government has not won every case they had. They have lost cases. Let's be clear.
That is true.
So if I can prove to you beyond the shadow of a doubt,
it makes you a target.
It can make you a target all day.
And that's the problem.
No, that's not the problem.
That's the issue we have. Yes, that's the problem. It makes you a target for whatever. Rod, the moment you win it, I hate to use personal stuff, with my family, someone I know, beats a case, right? And you think it's over. You think it's over. You think all is well. I beat the justice system. They thought they had me.
Well, you get a bit of reprieve. I'm not saying that everything goes away. But what I am saying is that the U.S. government can be beaten on facts and facts alone.
Yes, it can be beaten.
And that's all I'm saying. But now, on the back end of what you're saying is that there's always... First of all, there's
never won.
No, that do mean you win. That's just showing you how petty that somebody else is. Because if I beat you fair and square in the court of law, right? No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Of course.
You're going to do everything in your power to try to make me regret winning. Regardless of what it is. That's petty. That's different.
But that's power.
No, that's not power. That's power, pettiness. Rob.
No, it's petty, but that's power.
But at the end of the day, as long as I've did my part, I've did what I said, and I'm good. That's the point that I'm trying to get across.
And that's cool that, like I said, the win's the win is just, I can't call it a win because... You can't say it's an L neither. Because if you're petty like that, that's on you. Because I've seen where, man, I beat the system. You don't have me. Now what? Now I'm in jail for a petty, my tail light out.
But again,
I got tickets. I got outstanding tickets now. Where that came from? Okay. What? Now I'm back in.
Here's the thing.
A target.
But here's the thing, though. As long as you are an individual and you know everything that you know, So when you know everything that you know, for instance,
you can win.
You just said
it's just what comes next.
You just said what? I got outstanding parking tickets, right? If you know, you don't even go anywhere in that side of town. You know where you park your car. There's video footage.
It doesn't matter. Rob.
Yes, it does. Because now
you're looking at people that don't give a damn. The U.S. won. You beat me.
And listen to what I'm saying.
You're right. You won.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
I'm gonna get you.
Let me finish what I'm saying. The point that I'm making is people like that cross their T's, dot their I's, because everybody knows if you beat a charge. Let's take what's his name, what's his name that just beat the Chargers downtown, Young Thug or whatever his name is.
Can we really say he beat that?
Technically,
can you really say he beat that?
He beat that with the fact of.
Look what they gave him.
But again, though, that's them being petty.
So he didn't win.
But hold on, that's them being petty.
That's not petty, Rod. I beat it. We saw the case.
Right.
You had basically nothing.
Right. But but here's the thing, though. Again, that's the government being petty because they had to get.
Win.
Yes, he did because he's not behind bars.
You might as well say he is.
No.
Look, Rod.
I would rather be in his shoes now than being 40, 50 years in jail.
Look what they gave him.
I know we gave him. What they gave him. So you have to look at that.
Regular charge?
Technically, listen, no. but for what he had though, and the amount of charges he had.
What did he have?
The amount of charges that he had, you can go look at the list of charges that they gave him.
But with no
and
evidence,
each one of those charges carried 10 to 15 years.
But with no evidence,
and he had multiple charges.
But with no evidence on any of them.
Well, that's what they had. That's what they're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
But again, the DA didn't do their job because if I don't have no evidence.
For 2 years you've been watching me.
Yeah, and you can't. And so basically, this is what we're gonna do.
And you know why that lady did it?
Yeah, of course we know why.
So that lady put that man. Cause let's break that down. That lady broke that. That lady, being honest, accused Young Thug of being the biggest gang in Fulton County and blamed him for that. And I'm here to tell you, just be honest. We all know there's worse people than Young Thug. But
again, though, it's perception. In her eyes, that's what it is.
And that's fine. So to me, I was like, damn, you're really gonna go after this guy. So for 2 years, we watched the case, 2-3 years. If it was anybody else, if it was you, Raji, you've been convicted probably 2 days from now. From what
that means his lawyers did their job.
For no evidence.
That means his lawyers did their job.
Well, no, he still got time.
No,
That was the problem.
he had to do that time that was in there.
I sat in there with no evidence because you had no evidence on me. You provoked my bail on no evidence of me because again, Rod.
Well, they revoked his bail because he's a flight risk because of him having.
Oh, that now being honest, Rod, Young Thug's being. How many houses do you think he owned?
2, maybe 3.
I give you about 4 or 5. You know, people like I give you about 4 or 5. Cause you know vacation home here. I don't want to keep going. I give you about 3 or 4. You rate one of my houses. Being honest, you rate one of my houses. Do you think people are living there? Being honest, you think people are living there?
I don't know.
Yep, they were. Because look at how many people they caught at these places that were there. So, you didn't catch me there. You caught. Like Michael Vick. Here's
the other problem about that.
Michael Vick. I have my family in there.
But here's the other problem.
I have my friends in there.
The first thing they're going to say is whose name on the title.
But that's how that goes. But again, if I rent something out to you, or let you chill there, or let you do that,
you are by Georgia state law. You are responsible.
Now watch this. If I'm not in there, because really, you ain't have shit on Young Thug. We didn't be for real. You ain't have nothing.
But again, here's the problem.
You didn't catch me. You caught people there.
Again, though, same thing happened with Vic.
Yeah,
he wasn't there, but because his name is on that deed, he is responsible for everything in that house, regardless if he knew what was going on or not. So here's the thing:
they couldn't tie the guns to him because the guns are what's it in his name.
But again, though, the problem is
it's in his name.
It's in his name, and they're connected to him.
But you see the difference, though. You see,
it's the same. It's the same Michael Vick shit.
No. But you see the difference between him and Michael Vick. The only difference is Michael Vick went to jail. Well, prison.
Well, Mike didn't take a plea deal neither.
Well, what did you expect him to do? Now, this is why I say, when he went to that court, could he have won that? Looking at, you helped me on 2 years with no information. Because remember, if that was you and me, Rod, we gone. They're not actually.
But see, again though, me knowing the laws that I know and how things go, I already know if I got people staying in a property that I own, I'm already in my mind like, and I know who these people are.
I know these niggas got
so
guns
again,
and guns in there.
You got to look at it from that standpoint. Two, even then, he knew who was in the house. So let's be clear. You can't say because of the simple fact.
Well, they caught too many people in there.
You got to.
I had a party that day. Look how they did Diddy. They grabbed that motherfucker. They grabbed his kids, and they lived there.
I'm finna tell you how this goes down. At the end of the day, if your ducks are always in a row, the federal government can't mess with you. The state government can't. Nobody can mess with you if you do stuff the correct way.
Not always.
Yes, that's true because there's somebody else that always has to pay the piper when they're wrong.
Bill Cosby.
Everybody was against Bill Cosby.
But again,
everybody
they thought he could beat that, and
no, they couldn't.
He could have. Rod, come on, Rod. What is the date rape drug? What is the drug? What is the drug? You remember stuff on that? No.
You talking about a roofing?
No, you can't.
But
you can't, and especially not 40, 50 years for. No, you can't. Stop that. You can't.
But you know why they went after him.
But again, that's someone who the U.S. government.
It wasn't the U.S. government that did that.
They're all tied, Rod. This is a unit.
It's not a unit.
This is the biggest gang you've ever seen in your life. The biggest. The white folk own. I'm not letting you do that. We're not.
So
you're looking at the biggest organized gang in America.
I'm gonna tell you the biggest organized gang in America, the city of Atlanta. And let me tell you why I say that.
Yeah, it depends.
The city of Atlanta is not a real city. We found that out this weekend.
What?
Yeah, we're not a real city. We're on some.
So what's the city called?
I don't know what. It's a dream. I'm gonna say that because the stuff that goes on in this city is crazy.
Are you talking about the Falcons?
No, hell no. I'm not even talking about them. I'm talking about for a lot of people who don't know this, Atlanta experienced their first snowstorm in about, say, what, 5, 6 years, 10 years, maybe. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. No, we talking about snowstorm when we shut the city down.
Well, remember our first one was in Gecko May. So
that was 14.
14? No,
that was 14 because I still have the pictures. That was 14. That was 14. I still have the pictures. That wasn't 14. When Droden was stranded on the highway, that was 14.
No, that wasn't 14.
Because we was working at the building together. Yes, that was 14.
No, you wasn't with me when I.
I was at 302 at 14 when that happened. Because I remember. That's 15. That's 14. I have the date. I have the picture saved. That was 14. Snowmageddon was 2014.
Because I didn't work. I wasn't even in the
Snowmageddon was 2014.
I don't know.
It was.
I want to say 15.
It was 14. I got the pictures to prove it. I had to pull it up and show somebody at my job about this because he's from Virginia and he didn't realize that the city shuts down for stuff. It was so bad, because people were stranded on the road and buses and stuff.
My boss,
that was 14.
I could have sworn you gotta look it up.
Yeah, it's 14. I looked it up. So, and I say Atlanta's not a real city because the stuff that I seen these people do.
But we don't get snow though.
It's not even that though because we don't get snow, and when we do, I want to say this: when it snows in this city, you see a different side of this city.
It's over with.
Not just that. I think the last time when Snowmageddon hit, yeah, we couldn't do a lot. It snowed. But I think the people learned from that because...
Where's the salt? I ain't seen
no, we didn't care about salt. We didn't even care about not going nowhere.
Because they didn't even know.
No, we did. I knew. When they said earlier last week that they shutting stuff down on Monday in preparation for Friday and Saturday, I knew
what
was going down.
Crazy. For what? For Sunday, for it to have the sun out. And
hey, but that's Georgia for you. No, we still got some. We still got remnants out there. Let's be clear.
Well,
still remnants.
The sun ain't gonna melt everything.
But I say Atlanta's not a real city because you saw people, and when I say I seen some of the craziest stuff on TikTok over the last 2 days of what these folks was doing. Excuse me. So, you ever heard of Gigi the Snowman?
Oh yeah, the black snow.
No. These was like somebody had a Glorilla got doggone snow. But again, though, it's just.
That's cool, though.
But that's what I mean by Atlanta's not a real city. Look at the stuff we did. There was a picture. There was a TikTok of a dude literally going down Peachtree Street like this with skis.
Yeah, I saw
just getting it. I mean, you had people.
Man, that's fun, man.
You had people hooking up air mattresses to the back of trucks and being drugged down hills and.
Because you gotta have fun, man.
And I think to be honest, a lot of people was like, man, Atlanta getting all the attention because they get a little bit of snow. We get snow all the time, but that's the thing. We don't get it. And when we get it, you take advantage of it. I was standing outside on my patio looking at the snow when it was snowing. I was like, man, this is just a slow. This was a slow down moment.
Man, it made me tear up a little bit.
Because I'm sitting here looking at the snow coming down, like, man, you know what? This shit right here awesome as hell. They're like, and people like, what you mean? Because we don't get this. And when you just see everything covered in snow,
you gotta have fun, man. Fuck that shit.
And
now the places who didn't get that much snow, you still made a snowman with damn near dirt and that snowman dark. Man, stop that shit. Man, put that goddamn snowman down.
Nah, there was one that I seen. This guy he literally they done built the snowman, right? He done took some black spray paint on the top of his head of the snowman. He got the clippers doing like this, giving the snowman a lineup. Everything. They had one dude, literally, had on a chain, had on a jacket. It was one girl literally outside braiding the snowman hair with some weave.
Hey, you gotta give it to him, man. Have fun, man. I like that.
Not only that, bro, they had, I don't know who did it and who organized it, but you know the UTVs? Mm-hmm. Somebody, it was a gang of them. When I say they riding down Peachtree Street about 30 deep, just riding like this, going down the street, just riding. In a gang. I probably would have been out there too if I had one. Then next thing you know, there was the next post after that, it was like, my husband looking at UTVs after the snow day in Atlanta. Because everybody thinking the same thing, like, yo, these folks out here.
Next year, nigga?
Yeah, but
next year
we gonna be out there riding. They don't roll past the Ferris wheel and that. But the other reason I say Atlanta ain't a real city is the food. I'm back on the food. And the reason I say that, we have these places, these franchise places where they got some of the best food in the world.
Slutty Vegan?
Besides Slutty Vegan, yeah, because Slutty Vegan is... For y'all that don't know, there's a restaurant in the city that serves vegetarian burgers.
Slut?
They call it that. It's called the Slutty Vegan. And when you walk through the door...
The names are outrageous.
The first thing they say is when you walk in the door, "Hey, slut." Huh? What? You know. But I digress. That's just one of the many examples that I have for y'all today. But we're going to start off with... So one of the places that we go to a lot is called W&B, which actually stands for Wings and Burger Factory.
Yep, on the street every Friday. Well, I used to. They've been tripping them lately. I've been going to Touchdown.
I can't go to Touchdown.
Man, they fine.
See, and then the names the names of these restaurants are crazier.
No,
so
you gotta go to the right one. My wife hit me up on that. Not all touchdowns do the same
thing.
shit.
Yeah,
I was like,
that.
Wow, fucking bitch.
So
I knew it.
Wings and Burger Factory actually specializes in burgers and wings. So they have different types of burgers. They have one of the burgers that they have is called the Factory Burger.
Okay, that sounds right.
Do you know what's on this Factory Burger?
Something I ain't gonna get, but
yeah, it's the biggest burger they have on their menu, and it's literally 3 patties, 2 slices of cheese, bacon, onion rings, and a fried egg on a burger, plus lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle. So that burger sit about like this.
God damn, nigga, who buying into that shit?
Huh?
Who the hell buying into that shit? God
Me?
damn.
Because that's the only burger that I get on the menu.
No, I get the regular one.
Then, you know, they have different ones. They have a Hawaiian burger. It doesn't really have a name, but, you know, we have a place called the Vortex downtown. And they... Why you not eating that? What's wrong with that?
That's too much, man. He going to the hospital.
Well, that's the reason why they call the hamburger the double coronary bypass or triple or quadruple coronary bypass.
That's exactly what they going to give your ass when you go to that damn doctor. Talking about when they start pumping your stomach and all that shit.
Nah, I ain't talking about your stomach. That's your heart. You know how much... They got a burger on their menu that's $100.
Keep that.
But I say that because there's smaller restaurants. There's one... There's a couple of them in the city. One of them is called Hungry AF. That's what it's called.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the spot. Fuck Mr. Childtown. You a goddamn liar. You a goddamn liar. Me and my wife went there last week.
Oh, y'all got one out there by y'all?
No, we went to Cali. Oh, boy.
Huh?
We went to Cali.
We got one out here in College Park now.
Oh, no, I go to the original one.
Yeah.
Because I don't fuck with that. Oh, yeah, we opened up a second store. Nah,
no, this is not the third. This is not the second store. This is like the 4th store.
No, that's what I mean. Like, you open up.
They got one. They got one in Greenbrier. They got one out here on Old National.
I go to the original because they salmon and rye.
Oh yeah.
Add the chicken. Add the steak.
So
food come up.
They have 4. They have 4 in the city. 5 in the city. I'm sorry. Straight. One in Smyrna, one in Decatur. But you're closer to Decatur, so that's...
Yeah, that's the one I go to.
One in Piedmont, Greenbrier, and Old National.
Yeah, fuck that nigga, man.
So, but the thing is about... They do wings. And the name of their wings are so crazy. If you from the city of Atlanta, or you know anything about Atlanta, you would know what some of these names are. So... Or the what they would call. They have specialty flavors where you combine a couple flavors, and then they just have your regular flavors. So one of the flavors they got is called Zone 6. So if you know anything about Atlanta, it's called Zone 6. And basically when we say Zone 6, that's basically one of the hottest places. It's hot because the police are always... You always hear about Zone 6 on the news. Damn. And that's literally a crispy wing that's with hot wing sauce and lemon pepper. The block is hot, right?
No reason. Hot.
For no reason. That drink called 85 South. No, we're not talking about that. You also have another flavor of wings they got called Chris Stainless, which I know where it comes from now.
Crystal?
No. Chris Chandler he's an old Atlanta Falcon, and you know they used to call him Chris Chandelier. And his wings are considered the mumbo sauce and lemon pepper, which I don't even know what mumbo sauce is. I heard it's supposed to be good.
It is.
But you got that and lemon pepper on the wing together.
It is.
You also have what they call the Dirty Bird.
What's with these goddamn Falcon goddamn? Stop it.
I'm just telling you what it is.
Okay.
And that has hot honey and barbecue. Hot honey and barbecue.
That shit sound like that shit gonna make your stomach hurt. Gotta call it what I see it.
The next wing that they have is called the Kodak Nodak. Your facial expression says it all.
It should be wild.
It consists of a mild with barbecue sauce mix.
That's why I keep it original. I get my salmon and meat.
Now you have the this one I thought actually sounds pretty good. I'm actually willing to try it. It's called the Trey Young.
I'm here to tell you, go ahead and try it.
It comes with honey, garlic, and lemon pepper.
Yeah,
that to me personally on a wing sounds good as shit.
I just hate that they're naming it out the losers.
We're not doing this. This is not about them.
You're
okay?
Right.
This is not about them.
You're right. My bad.
Let's leave that alone.
I said my bad. Oops.
Then you have one called the Big Jeff. The Big Jeff. Well,
not Jeff T.
No. I don't think it's Jeff T. I think it's Bruce Campbell from God Doggone. What's the series he was in? The Evil Dead series. Because you know the guy called him El Jefe.
No, I don't think it's that though.
You don't think it's Jeff T?
I think it's Jeff T. Y'all motherfuckers naming shit off the Atlanta Falcons and Hawk. Listen here. I want to say this with the utmost respect. Y'all be naming y'all shit. And I don't want to make it that, but y'all be naming y'all shit off the losers. That shit be wild.
You got one. The next one.
That shit be wild.
The next one is called Cool Whiz. That's what it said. Cool Whiz. Honey Ranch.
That's not Wiz Khalifa, is it?
No, I don't know who that was named after.
I'm here to tell you.
I don't know who that named after. That's a weird one for me right there.
Wiz Khalifa got him a little food spot name after
They have this one special at there, and you may have had it already before because I've seen, like you said, you've been there.
Oh, no, I be hungry as F all the time.
And they have one, they got a combo meal which comes with wings, pastas, and a drink.
Yes.
Called the Hungry as a Motherfucker.
Yes.
First of all, the name of your meal is Hungry as a Motherfucker.
I'm not going to lie to you. If you haven't eaten that Hungry as F, you sound fucking crazy. You take
the fact that Mr. Chime Time, and I don't
fuck that nigga.
I don't have no beef against him.
I do. Fuck
but
that
I think
who named this nigga the critic of the year?
Well, it's either him or
fuck him
or
Keith Lee.
But Keith Lee ain't like him. Let's be clear. They have two different styles.
I can respect him because, like I said, but no disrespect to Keith Lee. No disrespect. Well, fuck Cowtown, but no disrespect to them. But let's be clear, because I hate this about people. Stop taking advice from people and go eat at the place yourself. So now, they say it's nasty.
Had that 2 pasta special on Tuesday.
Yes. And
Rock, shit, you know.
That shit good as hell. They say it's nasty, now your ass not going. They say it's not good, now you're not. Who the fuck told them they could do? Man, fuck what you talking about.
But remember though, Keith Lee ain't never tell you not to go. He said it might not be my cup of tea.
in all due respect.
Yeah, but
it should not be up to. Bro, don't tell me.
But that's what happens when you have influencers.
That's
but
not influence of what? To eat?
Yeah.
Man, fuck you talking about, man. That nigga Charlestown said that shit nasty. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga, we eat there. Me and my wife ate there last week.
Enjoyed it?
She got something new this time. She got the goddamn rings with the rice.
Mm-hmm.
I got
the hibachi. Was it hibachi?
No, she got rings with the rice, chicken rings with the rice with the shrimp on top.
Okay.
I got the goddamn.
I see it right here. I see a picture right here. Yeah.
I got the goddamn. I keep it original every time I go. Salmon, the beef over the pasta with the sauce, extra sauce. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My thing is, I mean, I feel you on that too.
Who gives a damn? Why you gonna tell me? Oh yeah, don't eat there. It ain't good. It's dry. Bitch, it ain't. Lie. Cap. I'm telling you, that shit is good. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. Stop. Again, no disrespect to Keith Lee. I kind of like Keith Lee, but Mr. Child Time.
I take. Excuse me.
What you talking about?
With Keith Lee, I like his because I feel like he's more genuine. You know.
No, he does it with the man. If you want to eat there, you eat there.
But the way Mr. Time be sitting in the car,
it's disgusting. Oh, it's
look
dry.
At this.
Look, I was like,
who the fuck cooked this? And like they, I'm like, bruh, you turn off people automatically from trying a restaurant that you might not like
because you don't like it. That's your business, nigga. Because the one thing I can get Keith Lee, hey, it's not my cup of tea, but if you guys want to go try it, go ahead. I can respect that. Because, yeah, you might not like it, but the next man might do it.
But he's specifically clear on certain things that when he goes to restaurants that, hey.
What do he order?
Not even what he ordered. It's like he might order something he don't normally eat. Like, you remember when he went to New York and said he never had a chopped cheese before until he went to New York.
And I'm glad he enjoyed it. Don't ever disrespect. Boy, ain't nothing like... Listen here. For those who ain't had a chopped cheese from the bodega, and I ain't talking about no fucking deli. I'm not talking about, I want... You can't go up here and ask for a chop.
Now, what I will say, though...
You ever had a chopped cheese?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yes.
What type of bread you had it on?
I had, it was a sub roll that I had a chopped cheese.
Let me stop you right there, because you're the right... Because I was going to call you out if you said anything else. But that's what it is. It's called a hero.
Well, some people call it hero, some people call it hoagie, some people call it sub. But it's pretty much the submarine bread. I know what you mean.
New York people... New Yorkers.
Well, you know there's
call it a hero.
Well, here's the thing. You know that there is an actual New York bodega in College Park.
I'm not doing it.
Let me finish.
I'm not doing it.
Let me finish. You know who went to it, right?
Who?
Keith Lee.
I'm not doing it.
Let me finish.
I'm not.
You know they have a big sticker on their window that says what? Keith Lee approved. So, when I found out about it, I haven't been to it, but I saw it because one day I was doing something.
Don't say no.
No, he literally.
No, I'm not. I'm cool with this. Now we on the part where the guy with the bodega said, "Hold on."
It's literally called the bodega. Let's be clear.
So hold on. Does the guy own it? Is he from New York?
I don't know. I think he is.
Cause that's the only way I'm willing to.
I think he is.
Listen here, you know.
But I got to get back to these names
because
I'm pushing the names. So, but no, you're right. He does that, and it's weird. Yeah, you also have what they call at Hungry F what they have called the King of Gresham.
A what?
The King of Gresham.
What the fuck is that?
It's a foot long Philly, 6 wings and fries and a drink.
6 feet.
Yeah, that's you know what I mean.
Foot?
You know, 12 inch.
12?
Yeah, but they salmon Philly is the bomb.
I have never had a salmon Philly a day in my life.
And I'm like,
is it cheese? Wait, can you have cheese with salmon? Where we at? Damn. Damn.
See what I'm talking about?
The motherfucking salmon. I've never had a salmon Philly. $15. Okay.
That's come with the fries too.
Wait, no, that's $17.
Yeah, still, that come with the fries anyway.
I don't give a fuck. You know what?
I know what you're thinking.
Next week. No, this week.
So
I'm having one now.
We do have the King. We do have that. That's the other restaurant.
Damn.
The other restaurant that I want to talk to y'all about in this crazy city of ours is called the Bando.
Can't do it. I thought when he told me that, I thought he was talking about drugs. I was like, God, what drug house you going to?
It's called the Bando. I'm just saying. That's what it's called.
What you getting out of there? Drugs? What you doing in there?
So, here's the thing about the Bando. Here's the thing about the Bando that a lot of people don't understand.
Is it good?
From what I told, it's one of those spots, and your favorite person went there and said he didn't like it, of course.
Fuck that nigga.
So he had.
Did he say he didn't like J.R. Cricket's either?
He said he didn't like he said he didn't like JJ's.
Lie, cap.
That's
crack. That's crack chicken. My boy calls it seed chicken. Nah.
But I found the recipe for it too now. The crack seasoning.
You know it's like grated lemon pepper.
It's a little bit more than that though too.
Like what a little I want to say grated lemon. It's something else, but it's grated lemon pepper. You know the soda seasoning.
I'm making myself. Fuck all that.
Yeah,
Once I found out the ingredients, I make it myself.
Man, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that.
And the crazy thing about the Bando that I love, it sits on MLK.
Oh, I ain't going over there. I ain't going over there.
So
you niggas stay up out of
they have. So this is part of their new menu for 2025. It's called the Glizzy and Wing menu.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
So
I won't do it.
So in all seriousness,
I won't do it.
I found it hard to even
Hell no.
To even look at this, because when I saw it, I felt some type of way.
Y'all niggas.
So the first combo on the menu is called the Himothy. It's one glizzy, 6 wings.
Stop saying that.
I gotta read it the way it's pronounced.
Say fucking hot dog.
I gotta read it the way it's pronounced because then it don't make sense. It don't make sense. But you're welcome to comment on anything that you say. One glizzy.
Hot dog. It's a fucking hot dog.
Hold on. 6 wings and a fry.
Who the fuck eating a hot dog, 6 wings, and the fries?
Yeah.
Y'all niggas tripping.
So the next one, you ready for this? Because you're going to flip. You probably going to do cartwheels. It's called the No Diddy.
Nah, stop that.
You want to read it yourself? I'm not lying.
Stop that.
What does that say?
Stop that.
No Diddy.
Stop doing that motherfucker like that.
It's one glizzy, 10 wings.
When he get out, he gonna sue all y'all motherfuckers, man.
It's one glizzy, 10-piece wings, and a fry.
Who the fuck is eating a hot dog?
10 wings and a fry.
10 wings and the fries?
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers, wow. Y'all, wow. Wait a minute. Are they selling you the hot dog cut up?
No.
No. See,
if I showed you a picture of one of these hot dogs, you'd be like, wait a minute. What? I'm not done. Let me finish first. The next combo, and for those who know what I'm about to say, you're gonna know because I told my brother this. He was like, wait a minute, I know what that means, but that's what they did.
Fucking glizzy.
The next one is called the Throat Goat.
I won't be eating that.
2 glizzies, 10 fries.
What the fuck?
2 glizzies, 10 wings, and a fry.
I couldn't eat the first hot dog with wings and fries. I'm going to eat 2 hot dogs, wings and fries.
10 wings.
10 wings
and
bad.
a fry.
What the fuck do they keep calling it a glizzy? Stop it. And throat god?
Throat goat.
Oh, no.
Imagine walking up to the window. Yeah, let me get that throat goat combo. You sound stupid.
So here's my thing, right? I had a thing. My wife didn't believe me. I had to check on it. And of course, I had to call people so she can understand. I'm not lying. She said, she always said, "Why do you break up your hot dog when you eat it?" I was like, "Baby, I don't eat nothing whole. Nothing whole. I gotta break that motherfucker up. It don't work like that."
I feel you.
She was like, "No, you don't. You can just bite it." No, women.
So you ready for the last one?
Hold on, women can bite into a hot dog.
Shut up. We're not doing this. You can't. We're not doing this.
Break up your hot dog, fellas, and your bananas too.
The next one. This is the last one, right? This one is called the Triple B. The Triple B stands for Big Back Bitch.
Come on, man.
These
motherfuckers, hold on. Wow.
2 glizzies, 15, what? 2 glizzies, 15-piece wings, and a fry.
Boy, who the fuck is eating? I couldn't eat the 2 hot dogs, 10-piece and fries. So now I'm gonna eat a 15-piece with the fry. This must be shared meals.
No.
Ain't nobody eating that. Ain't nobody eating that. That's cap. Rod, no one's eating that. 15 pieces? 2 hot dogs and fries? Mm-hmm. Nigga, you going to the hospital.
What you say? You going to the hospital?
You going to the hospital. And you deserve to be there. You deserve to be there. Why are you eating that?
Bruh, I don't know.
And why are we calling it glitz? Stop. Hot dog. Hot dog. Wow.
So, wow. They got the strawberry hot wings. He said what?
That's cool.
That's cool. They got the crack wings. No, literally.
If it ain't JJ's, I ain't doing it. If it ain't JJ's.
Bruh, I don't know.
If it ain't JJ's, I'm not doing it. That look like you finna get high blood pressure eating that.
I want to go, but the thing is, for me,
I'm not going.
It's too far for me to go, and then my food. I don't want my food to be cold when I get.
Because that's exactly what's gonna happen, and I'm not eating it in the streets either. I'm a pass on that.
We're not doing that.
I ain't going.
We're not doing that. But I want you to see what I meant by.
Well, it's one place I won't be attending.
This looked like the. That looked like the Big Back Bitch. That's them hot dogs. That's what their hot dogs look like.
I can't even eat. How you breaking that up? How are you gonna break that up? Because mind you, like I said, Rob, how you eat your hot dog?
I eat my hot dog. Don't worry about it. I cut them in half. I don't cut them all up, but I cut them in half.
No, you just gotta break it in half. Nothing more. Nothing whole. I keep telling.
Leave it alone.
All I'm saying is, please, if you got your hot dog, man, cut that shit up. Don't eat that shit whole. You eat your bananas, cut that shit.
Or break it.
Man, they break it in half. Please.
You remember how Charlie used to swallow bananas at the job?
I want to smack that shit right out his fucking hand.
Now we talking about our boss at that too. That's the crazy part about it.
This motherfucker,
he had mob ties. I believe it. I believe he had mob ties.
Well, he was.
But
Italian?
Yeah. But yeah.
I wouldn't fuck with. Is that Usher?
No, I don't know. I can't see that.
Motherfucker, that's Usher. That's Usher.
Oh, because that's on the table. You got to see they decor their whole place though. It's a nice little setup.
Wait a minute. Is that DMX?
Yes. You got to see their whole setup.
What's Pop?
You got to see their whole setup. When you see their whole setup, yeah. Now the restaurant is
Foxy
nice.
Brown?
Yeah, the restaurant's nice.
Okay. Don't catch me in there because it's in the hood.
Whatever.
Don't go to no hood.
But as we approach the tail end of the show,
is it time for me? Anime? Well, we got 2 things though.
Yeah, you gotta talk about that.
No, in the Mount Rushmore of games. What is your Mount Rushmore?
I don't have a Mount Rushmore games because I can't. I have consoles maybe.
No,
yeah.
that's what you said. The consoles.
I said consoles. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
So, one of the things that we were talking about, since he decided to mention it,
because I had to think about that, motherfucker.
So at the end of the day, we have all of these game systems that done came out over the last 30 years or longer, however far you want to go back. So I decided I wanted to ask him what was his top 5 gaming consoles.
Does handhelds count?
If you want them to.
I mean, it is a console.
If you wanted to.
First things first. Game Boy Color.
That's 1? 5? What is it?
That's 1.
Usually you go from 5 to 1, not start at 1 to go down.
That's 1.
Because there's no anticipation of what's on the list.
No, we just go down. That's 1. I'm trying to get me one, my hands on one right now. In a box, not opened. I need that. Nintendo. Number 2. Super Nintendo. I had my best games on that shit. PlayStation. First one. Well, let's put PlayStation. It's
No,
all
you have to be Pacific.
the first one. The first one. What are we on? 4?
Mm-hmm.
Xbox did not make this list, by the way. It's the fourth one. This is wild. This is wild. Let me get GameCube in there.
What's five? What's your last one?
PlayStation 2. PlayStation 3, yeah, it was whatever. But PlayStation 2, you can't beat that. First one was like, oh man, amazing. Second one, man, let's fucking do it.
Alright, so for me, I'm starting from the bottom up.
I should have said Dreamcast. Nah.
So my fifth one is actually Dreamcast.
How did I know?
I mean, it was different about its time because you had the VMU that went inside the thing, so you had different.
I think you would have said Atari or something.
Nah, I mean, I love my
Tecmo Bowl.
I know Tecmo Bowl was Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
No, Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
No, that was Super Tecmo Bowl on.
It's still Super
Two
Nintendo.
different things.
Same thing.
4 would be GameCube.
See, I didn't want to say GameCube, but I did say GameCube.
You did say GameCube.
Yep.
Yeah. Four would be GameCube for me because it was just the fact when they came out with the cartridge for the expansion, so you could play your Game Boy games on there. I thought that
shit
was
was wild.
That was cool. You get those little twists that work out so well.
Game Boy Advances and all that.
Not really.
No,
because if I had,
you could have connected your Game Boy Advance to the GameCube.
Yeah, you could have.
I like that. First connecting.
3 was N64.
Nintendo? Same thing, man.
No, it's not. It's two different consoles. Because remember, GameCube was CD based. 64 was still cartridge based.
Super Nintendo?
No,
Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64. With the weird controller, with the analog in the middle, and you had everything else on the whatchamacallit.
Okay.
2 is kind of weird because
fuck is PlayStation out this motherfucker?
That's it. Why are you worried about my list?
Go ahead, you're right. My bad.
Jesus, Joseph and Mary.
I said my bad.
2, and I'm gonna say this, and it might sound weird. TurboGrafx 16.
It's okay.
I enjoyed that for it to be. Your cartridge was like just a little almost credit card and it fit in the slot, and they had
some games they made for that.
They had a lot of games. They really did. Shinobi was on there, and Altered Beast. Oh, there was all kind of games on there. But 1 will be the original PlayStation 1 for one thing and for one thing only. There was a game on there that I cannot find anywhere. I would pay an arm and a leg for it.
Name of the game?
Called Ironhander.
What is it?
Ironhander. It's German.
Why you haven't asked me?
What?
To find you the game.
I can find it. I just don't want to pay the price for it.
Why?
I'm not paying the price for it because everywhere I've seen this game, I'm not paying that price for it.
Text me the name. Text me the name. Get what you're looking for.
And that was one of that Xenogears. There were so many just good classic games. Breath of Fire 3, Lord Jesus. I mean, Suikoden. I could think. See, for me, the PS1 was RPG heavy.
The best.
You had the greatest RPGs.
They started, did they?
No, you had RPGs on Super Nintendo and Nintendo. But the greatest RPGs of our time came out on the PlayStation 1. Final Fantasy Tactics. Excuse me.
Not with the double disc.
No. That's 7. No.
Oh, wow.
No, we're talking about Tactics. This is more of a
you got a
RTS, and you move your people around. That was one of it, and then it had one of the best stories. I swear, if
is that Lord? Is that count?
Remember, every Final Fantasy game is separate in its own universe except for 10 and 10-2. And 13. Yeah, they're all different. But there was things about it that I loved so much. Just I remember Intelligent Cube, which I can play now on my PS5. Ape Escape. I remember all these games like it was yesterday. And
there's only one.
Little known fact is, since the new year came in, I made a goal to become a better game streamer. So what you may see me doing when I'm on to is playing them old classic games.
I'm waiting to move
from PS1 era, maybe a couple of PS2 eras, but most of the games you probably will see me play will probably be RPGs from yesteryear.
I'm waiting for me to move
and that in itself I think is a good thing because I truly do like I'm looking for Breath of Fire 3 just to play that game because that game there
he needs to get with me.
That Suikoden was Suikoden. I'm sorry, that's how it's pronounced.
All you gotta do is text me the names and I can get him what he's looking for with the prices. That's all you got to do.
So
you don't believe me?
I didn't say I didn't. I didn't answer.
Well, I feel like you don't believe me.
I just looked at you that way. That's all I said.
Cause what if I told you I found my StarCraft? I found the first one, Battle Chest, the one I've been trying to get. I found that. And I can own it. I just haven't decided to get it yet because I don't have no PC to play it on. I found it.
But I digress. I think that was the system for us older gamers because it gave us everything we wanted. You had Ridge Racer, you had Gran Turismo, you had all these.
No, you had the real Need for Speeds.
So, again, PlayStation 1 will always be at the forefront for me.
You know they had that. You know my favorite, Wu-Tang Clan, baby. Oh, that.
So again, yeah, we are going to be on that this year. We're going to be doing some old school streaming.
Well, for him, hopefully for me, I get to get in my house. Because I want to have my own setup like how he does. He has a setup. I don't have a setup. I'm trying to get to that point where when I move, I have my own thing. I told him my goal of the year is to have every system. I want it. I want every system.
So
I want to own them all. I want to say I have them. I want to do that little slot cubby where they all disconnect. What you feel like? I want to have what you feel like playing today. Flip a porn.
Like another reason why I say PS1, and I found a retro game store, so I did find one, and they do have a lot of PS1 games. They just don't have the PS1 games I'm looking for. They have a few. I take that back. They have a few.
Just text me the names.
And then
text me the names.
That's just some of the things, but I'm gonna hand the floor over to.
Well, you gotta ask me questions.
My friend here because he has an announcement that he wants to make.
I do?
Yeah, you do.
Well, after my many years of trying, has it been many years?
Yes.
I've tried this before, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
After my many years of trying and failure to get things in my mind, panic attack over it, I finally decided to make my own anime. I geared down. I said this year will be the year I start writing it and see how it goes. And I pitched the idea to him to see if he liked it. He said he liked it.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Cause I felt like for most people don't know, I like to write. I think you always do that. Mm-hmm. I write many stories. I did that as a kid. And I felt like, man, it'd be cool I never wrote this style of anime before. So it was like, oh man, I can really write my own story. Hope send it to somebody or do whatever and Amazon, have my own books out there, might get a show. I don't know. But the goal is to have it done.
Yeah.
So the goal is to have it done. Like I said, I always I forgot the book so I could bring them because, again, I work. But I did start. I started when I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Little Rocky is hard. For those who don't know, I give you a little.
Give him a little taste.
It's summarized. For those who don't know, well, of course he knows, and that's why I changed my mind on Bleach. I changed my mind on Bleach somewhat. I'm a big fan of samurais and ninjas. I've always, well, you've known that. I've always been a fan. I feel like it ain't no. I can't say that every anime known has some type of piece of samurai ninja type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sailor Moon when she do her little transformation, or when they go into the man, that looks like a samurai, does it not? I feel like everything has a premise around samurais. Everything. And samurais and ninjas. And I'm about to say this is the time where I feel like
Go for it.
yeah. Any questions?
I mean, I don't want to give your story away.
No, you can ask.
No, but
Ask around. You know how they do
but
it.
see, I already know what we talked about, so I don't want to give it away because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. From what he's told me, I felt like I just signed a non-disclosure agreement with him because I don't want to tell everything. Because I tell it, then it's gonna give away the premise, and he has a great premise. He has something that I think would really, really transcend a good coming of age story. I'm gonna put it like that. That's what I call it. It's a good coming of age story. And one thing about him and his writing, he's always willing to accept criticism and what he think would help make his story even better. So I'm not going to tell him what to do with it, but I am going to act like a guide in some form or fashion.
Yeah, that's why I came
to him because he came to me in confidence saying, "Hey, this is what I want to do." So I hope, as we do more of these shows, that we'll be able to tell a little bit more. But y'all are in for a treat because I honestly think that this, everybody has their passions. Everybody has the things that they want to do. And this is something I could tell he's passionate about because I stayed on the phone with this man while driving for an hour and a half, listening to him play this story out. And I could see all the things that he was talking about. So I know last week y'all were making fun about him talking about he's got a villain arc somewhere coming, which I found funny. And then right after we have the show, later that week, he comes and tells me this is what he's working on. And I'm like, yep, there's the villain out. Will was right. Will was 100% right about it.
And I got to, because I didn't want to, and that was crazy because when he said it, I was like, damn, this motherfucker.
He know. Well, I told you, Will, one thing I like about Will is not only his honesty, but just he's a good person. And he's smart enough to figure stuff out. And I think he started trying to piece dots together, like, what is he working with? He say, I feel like Rome got a villain arc coming from somewhere. And then, like I said, that week, the next week, you was like, hey, this is what I'm finna do.
And I give you a piece of it. In this one, like he said, I hate it. The villain is the bad guy, but he's not the bad guy. But he causes everything in these events to cause it. And it's good to see it. Basically, you're gonna see it through the bad guy's eyes and how he really portrays the story. So I put it like that. He's gonna portray the bad guy is the bad guy. He is. I give you that 100%. He is the bad guy. But the bad guy is the one telling the story. Because you never really hear it from the bad guy. You always think, I don't think you've ever seen it in the anime. And that's what made me do it. Honestly, that's what made me do it. You get all these shows, all of them. The outlook is always from the good guy.
You never get it from the bad guy side.
And not saying that.
Well, it's rare that you get it from the bad side.
I just haven't seen it.
Overlord, prime example.
But he really wasn't telling the story.
He's the bad guy though. That's the thing.
He wasn't telling the story.
Yes, he is. After they shut down, he's telling the story from his point of view as the bad guy. Him being the overlord. So he is the bad guy per se, but he only became the bad guy because of how
the situations. Now, mind you, with mines, like I said, I've never really seen where the bad guy really gets the whole chance with the floor and explain it, and because maybe the bad guy is not the bad guy. Maybe it's just how it's portrayed, like I said.
Well, we always talked about perception is everything. So
And
But let's not spoil it for him. You gave him enough. Let him think on it.
So,
but
I mean, as the writing, so what I'll start doing is as the writing comes along, I might, like I said, I might
bring a excerpt, a little snippet here and there. That'll work. That'll be perfect to see.
read, because I never really did it on this type of scale before. Read out this part, but I gotta give it to Will. Like I said, I was like,
he
yeah,
called it. He called that shit.
Man, what the fuck? What the fuck he on? Why you? Who told him that? You know.
And I didn't know anything about it until later that week.
Because like I said, I'm the type where I always feel like when something needs to be withheld because I'm working on something and I don't want it to fail in my mind, I have to have that. I gotta go do it first. Cause I don't like doing things half-assed.
Right.
So and I could and like I said, with this one, it's a lot of homework. Cause it's not like my usual things I write where I could just run through pages. I'm trying to recreate what it was like in that samurai period time. So with aneurysms, things they say, verbiage, what their ranks were in that time period. So it's I can say this is probably the hardest but funniest thing I've ever done.
Okay.
Because it's a process, and
we'll be there with you all the way through.
It's a process, so that's why I called him and say, hey, what you think? Of course, I got with my wife, like, hey, I'm thinking about doing it. This is the year. One of my New Year's resolution was at least start it. At least.
But once you start, you got to finish, and that's the key behind it.
Well, actually, no. No, I wanted to continue.
No, what I mean by finish.
Oh well, so again.
I'm not saying you do one book, it's over. No, what I'm saying is
you keep going.
You keep going, but you want to finish your first one. Because you done started.
Oh,
you want to finish that first one.
I want it to be,
because whether it sells or not, or how it works for you finished it. That's an accomplishment. No matter how regardless if you sell one copy or 50 million copies, you finished it.
Because I realize, like I said, if one person don't, let's just say I want to try to give it to a big thing like Bam Dynamic. Let's just use them. I want to try to get them to, hey, what you think about this? Make it. They might not go for it, but then I know there's other people that might be like, oh no, wait, might have something here. Yeah, let's do this, because I believe that's how Odin started with One Piece. I believe that's how the creator from, what was it? It was One Piece and Naruto started. Let them say there's not a lot of people will think it'll be a thing, but it happened. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's about time. I definitely want it to be in sections, because I really want to do. Don't you know how to draw? I really want to do. Oh no, we can do that on the computer, can't we?
We'll talk about that later.
So that's my next thing. Like, I really want to turn this into a full blown manga art. Like, this is what it is. I even have my wife. I'm an old school. I like writing it, and then my wife says she'll go back and type it for me. Because I want to. Because this is what I want, and then especially with my main man here with the technology, we can actually do our own stuff. That's what I say. I always like to partner with people that can help me in a sense, and we can all
grow together
and get money together. Because I always feel like, man, you should always make money with the people you came to the dance with. I always felt like, man. Hey,
so Roman should make money with Cody, right?
You always make
or The
money.
Rock.
You always gotta make,
or both.
I hate to say it. You gotta make money with the people who brought you to the dance, and Roman brought Cody to the dance.
So since we just said that, how do you feel about The Rock right now with that whole situation from last Monday night going
I'm kind of. I love The Rock. You know, I always said The Rock is, to me, Mount Rushmore.
But the man had a drink with his arch nemesis. Had a shot of Terramana with his arch nemesis. Like, yeah, we good.
For me, it destroyed. I get it from a business standpoint, like how you explained it to me. I get it. Man.
I don't think it destroyed the storyline though.
But
it's hard. See again. We're not the average fans. We know we know K-Fab when we see it. We knew Netflix's first show of Raw was gonna be different, and it was.
Because I wasn't expecting that.
Who was expecting him to thank Cody Rhodes when he walked out on the damn thing? I wasn't. I was thinking he was finna be like, yo.
To thank him, to thank Roman Reigns.
I can see him thanking Roman because I can because he carried.
He was out there, and he helped Cody, and he came out there. And
I remember this right here.
He was not happy. He was not pleased. Like, what are you doing? And that's what, for me, I feel like, damn. Kill the story when you do it.
I don't think they killed the story.
I just hope, like, are you gonna do something later on?
Yeah, because you got to think about it.
You can't. You just can't leave it like this. I just put it like.
I know there's more to it.
No, you can't.
Because
he has no choice.
But here's the other part about it. With Roman being the true tribal chief now, which we knew was gonna happen, of course. You're not gonna just not have it. That's his role. Because Roman wasn't there this week on SmackDown, right?
Right.
So they kind of red shot the way they did as normal. You got Jimmy fighting these people and all that kind of stuff, which in my eyes that was a dumb match.
It's over with. It's time to stop it.
Because at this point, with Roman in charge of the bloodline, let's be clear, because when you put that Ulafala on, what does that mean? Yeah. We love you, Roman. We know he's not gonna say that.
And
Solo did say, if I lost this match, I will acknowledge you as tribal chief, and he runs the show, right or wrong.
Now here's my issue. It sounds perfect when you say it. So now you're going to have him defect and do their own thing and take them. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I would rather them go off and say we're the Samoan werewolves or something stupid or something like that.
Now here's the problem I have. Even though we all knew Roman was going to win. We knew that. It was a given. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do now?
Well, don't forget, we still have the CM Punk favor that's in play. Which
we don't know. No, I'm not talking about Roman. Roman, next story, we done. What is Solo doing now?
Only thing I can think of.
You see what I'm saying? Now
you put the mid-card title on Solo.
So now this is why, like I said, I love that Roman won, but I hate that he won at the same time.
Because it kind of buried Solo to an extent.
I was kind of, and this is, because like I said, I'm a fan. I kind of, even though we know how this plays, I kind of felt that.
So U.S. or Intercontinental, which one?
Neither.
You gonna make him a player for Cody's title again?
Yes. We've established.
But we've also established that they're not gonna let him beat Cody neither.
But now, well, we don't know that now.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I feel like he shouldn't have won that. Looking at it, he shouldn't have won that. Because now he's done, and
well, the only thing I can do is kind of figure out what we're gonna do with him.
Solo's done too much work.
So we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens tonight, cause it is now closing time. So
yeah, I gotta go home.
But ladies and gentlemen, it's been a good 2.5 hours. and we will continue the lovely conversations, and we will see you on the other side of the possible TikTok ban next week, and we'll see what ramifications come up from there.
Can't ban me, baby.
Y'all have a wonderful evening and have a good night.